Hi hikers, I'm Cadence.
And I'm Reid.
And on this episode of LifeHike, we
talk about camping,
look at a map,
and make a plan.
Welcome to our brand new channel and the first episode of LifeHike.
Cadence and I love the outdoors, and we go camping all the time. We want to bring you along on our adventure. We started camping when I was a little kid, and I've enjoyed it growing up, traveling all over the state and the country, mostly car camping and tent camping as well. Our biggest tradition is traveling to Rock Island State Park at the upper tip of Wisconsin's peninsula, and it is a beautiful island to go camping on for a week at a time, and that's something we look forward to every summer. Now that Cadence is 10, we've been camping for 10 years with her, and she's really enjoyed traveling and camping along with us and the rest of the family.
Last summer, me and my family started getting out to go hiking and biking a lot more. We started going on the Ice Age Trail, and that was a very fun place for me and my family to spend some of our Saturdays or Sundays as a family. We loved the trail so much that we got interested and we looked up some facts. One of the facts we found out about was that the hiking trail parts is more than 600 miles.
All in all, the Ice Age Trail actually spans about 1,100 miles across the state of Wisconsin. As Cadence mentioned, 600 of those miles are actual hiking trail, and the rest of the trail yet to be developed is currently made up of little connecting segments of other trails and even a little bit of hiking along the roadside. All in all, the Ice Age Trail actually hits 30 out of the 72 counties in Wisconsin.
One thing we learned about hiking is that there are many different kinds. One of the kinds of hiking we learned about was through hiking. Through hiking is where you go hiking and you backpack it for 3 to 4 months. So every single night you're backpacking for 3 to 4 months.
This would be like a long trail, right? Spanning 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles.
Like the Ice Age Trail.
Some of the big ones in the United States are actually known as National Scenic Trails. There's the Appalachian Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail out on the West Coast. And so a lot of hikers will through hike, they'll camp, and they'll start from the beginning and take 3, 4, 5 months of hiking to complete the trail.
But some hikers, they do section hiking, which is what we will probably do. And that is where we drive and people drop us off and we go hiking and we backpack for the night and go hiking in the morning, and then someone comes and picks us up, and we do that for how many summers, and you keep doing sections and crossing them off.
Some section hikers hike only day hikes, some hike overnights, and I think what's realistic for us is not to take 2 or 3 months, an entire summer to hike the whole thing, but rather to section out the Ice Age Trail. And that's where we come to the name of our channel, LifeHike. During a hike last summer of the Ice Age Trail at Lapham Peak, Cadence and I were just chatting about the trail in general and how cool it would be to just see how long it would take us to hike the whole thing. Could we hike it all in our lifetime? And so this isn't a through hike. This really is kind of a section hike, but really for us, it's a life hike. And so we're going to see how much of the trail we can complete over the course of our lifetime together. And we want to bring you along, and we want to document this for ourselves, and we hope to create some videos, and if you're interested, we hope you join us on this awesome journey.
Let's kick it over to the map. Hey, so this is our map, and I got this map for my birthday in April, and Dad created it for me so that every time we go hiking and do a part of the trail, we can take notes about it and we can cross it off.
So this map, if anybody else wants to get it, you can actually purchase it on the Ice Age Trail Alliance website. It'll come as a PDF, or you can actually, I believe, buy a printed version. I had it blown up to larger than life poster size, So we can roll it up, we can roll it out on the table, we can game plan. There's plenty of place for us to write notes, and then we can follow the trail all the way from where it starts up in Door County, all the way over to where it ends over here at the St. Croix River on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota.
One of my favorite features about the map is that it shows the mileage. So right here is the starting point, and it shows you have 1,147.4 miles to go. And then this is how many you've done. Now when you do about here, this is how many miles you have to go. This is how many miles you've done. Another great thing I love about this map is the little chunks. There's little lines, which you probably cannot see, that separate the chunks, and it shows that the
segments, right?
Yeah, the segments, and then how long they are.
So this map also allows us to go ahead and document all of the work that we're doing here to hike all of the different segments. And we can actually start to write down some notes on the different segments, and we can actually also keep a chronology of all of the hiking that we do, and maybe probably onto the backside of our map as we document our journey across the state of Wisconsin. So in addition to our printed map, we're also going to be using the digital map available on the Ice Age Trail Alliance website. And you can check it out right here. We're going to actually take a look at our first overnight hike segment that we're going to start to plan. We're going to pick up where we left off, and that is at the Lapham Peak Trail segment. So let's scroll in here. There's Lapham Peak Park. And last summer we hiked the majority of the section from the parking lot over here, all the way down to the bottom of the screen where this little, not triangle is, but this little warning symbol. So we're going to pick up our first overnight hike here at this little, what used to be a parking lot, and we're going to hike along the Glacial Drumlin connecting trail, a little bit along Waterville Road here on this connecting trail, and then we're going to pass through this portion of the Ice Age Trail to another connecting segment, and we're going to finish here at the Pine Woods Campground. It's in the Kettle Moraine State Forest. And that'll be about 7 miles of hiking for our first day, which I think
looks a lot.
It looks like a lot, but I think we can do it.
Yeah.
The most we've hiked in the past is about 7 miles, and that was about 3 or 4 miles one way, 3 or 4 miles back. But here we're just heading in one direction. So after our first overnight, again about 6-7 miles, about half of that is on flat road, which will be nice, and the Glacial Drumlin, which is very flat. Then we'll continue on the actual trail segment here, which is blazed with the yellow markings, right?
Yep.
That we get to see on the trees.
And the posts.
And the posts, and we follow those yellow blaze markings all the way down here to the bottom of the screen at the parking lot where we cross Highway 67. And that'll be about another 6 or 7 miles of hiking to get out. So that's the plan really for our first overnight, which we're really excited for.
I'm excited.
We're not really even sure if we like the idea of this.
Yeah, we don't know if we actually like
We're
it.
going to find out if we really like the idea of overnight hiking or not. So in our next upcoming video, what are we going to do?
We're going to show our gear.
We're gonna check out all the gear that we currently have, and we're gonna decide whether or not it's usable. We're gonna talk about what gear we need to purchase to make this all work for our first overnight, and we're gonna weigh it all to see what our base weight is gonna be for our backpacks. So come along, hit that subscribe button, ring that little notification bell so that you get notified whenever we drop our next video. Want to bring you along on this adventure.
See you next time!
On LifeHike.